If you are into advanced list keeping like I am, Google Keep is definitely the product for you. Google Keep is a very in-depth list-taking device application, and it also is collaborative, so you can share it with people if you are working on a project together. So the easiest way to get to it is to just really type in Google Keep. You can go down to the apps button and go to more, and then go to even more from Google. It's kind of buried down here underneath of the organization stuff. So I'm gonna come down here to organize your stuff, and Google Keep is over here. It's the yellow icon with the light bulb. What I'm gonna do is you just type in Google Keep into the Omnibox and it'll be the first result. So I'm just gonna click on Google Keep and it brings you to that app. When you first start, there'll be these some like tutorial type notes that are up here, and you can delete them. You can just come down to more and click delete on these 3 or 4 or 5, however many end up being there, and then those will just get put into your trash. You can have your own blank note space. And then from here, it's very, very simple that you can just click where it says take a note. You can click in here and it gives you all of the different options that are available to you. Everything's automatically going to be saving as you do this, so there's really no need to ever hit save on these, much like a lot of other Google products. So from here, I can give this a title, sample note, and I can just type in here, do that thing. From here, I can make a reminder. I can add collaborators to this. So anybody in our domain, we can click on this and add them to this note so they can also have this. We can color code them. So here, if I wanted to make sure this was blue, if I had things that were just sample or just reminders of things, I can do that. I can add images to these from my computer or from Drive. I can then also archive this note so it doesn't really go anywhere. And then I can also click the more 3 circles button to delete the note. I can add a label, I can add a drawing, I can copy this. I can then also copy it to a Google Doc where it will save it to my Drive as well. What I'm going to do for this one is I'm just going to hit done, and you'll notice it just shows up kind of like a post-it note stuck here on my screen. But if I want to make a list, I can click the little drop down 3 arrows with the lines next to it, and that's going to help me make check boxes. So I'm going to put to do list. I'm going to put make forms video finish level 1 tutorials go Guardian training. And you'll notice that this is giving me check boxes, so that way here I can check them off and it will cross them. I can then set the reminder. So reminders will do it. You can do it by time and date, but you can also pick a place, which is pretty interesting, where if you wanted to get a reminder that you made a list of things you need to buy at the store, you can actually pick the store that you are going to go buy those things at. And then once you hit that place, this is one of those Google knows everything you're doing type of things. Once you hit that place, your phone and the GPS in your phone says that that's where you are. It will then remind you once you're at that place that you have this list, and it will pull that up for you. But I'm not going to put any reminders on here for this one. Collaborators is where you can just click this and you can type in the person that you want to share it with here. I'm going to cancel on that. This is where, once again, we can change the color. So if I want this to be green, and all of my to-do lists will be green, and then I can add images and do all the extra stuff that I can be here. And then I'm going to hit done. And you'll notice these kind of line up like post-it notes. If I do finish level 1 tutorials, I can click that box and it will automatically underline it or cross it out, and then it will put it underneath of my entire list. So that way it's not just in the midst of my list, and I can always go back through and I can unclick that if I didn't do it, and it'll put it back to the spot. And if you might just end up having a whole bunch of post-it notes on here, but what you can do is if you hover over them, there's a pin, and it will pin them to the top. So all of your really important ones you can have pinned to the top of your screen, and the other ones can come down. You'll notice that if you type in Google Keep into that Omnibox, one of the options is that it's on Google Chrome, has both an extension and it has an app. So on the app, it'll send you the reminders, and in the extension, it'll just show up with the rest of your extensions. So that way you can easily access Google Keep from there to help you with your workflow and keep track of all the different things that you are trying to accomplish in the day, which we all know is way too many, and things start falling through the cracks.